Boom, we're back again. Back-to-back days in a row. I'm still coming off yesterday's high, but we are back, and I'm happy to be back because my fighting game companion for tonight is the one and only Rob Hollywood OnlyFans Television TV. How you doing, dude?
Hollywood, how you doing, family? That's how you hit that right there. I should have showed you.
How you doing, family? Was that a pun on my name or what? Please say yes.
No, it's not, but it works out. It works out though. I just got those like that. It's just natural.
How'd you like the show yesterday though? Let's just really marinate in that. How was the show yesterday for you? Bro,
that was amazing. Like yesterday actually makes today that much more lit, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, bro. I watched the Sagat versus Urian. I watched Sagat versus Urian too, the whole team match or whatever, and that was fire. I was side betting. But then I came in on the fucking Rushdown versus Zafrino surprise first to 10, bro. Yeah. I got there at the end.
What? You didn't watch it from the beginning?
Listen, I caught like the first few matches, and I was about to bet on Zav with Slavic Gold, but then Rushdown was seeming too damn confident. So I didn't bet. Slavic Gold can vouch. Bro, when I got back, it was 9-8. Yeah. I didn't even know the whole story, bro.
Yeah. And the whole offensive heat check 5, bro. It was OD.
Nah, bro. And the best episode of Heat check.
Bro, the mental stack, like the matchup's even. I was saying this on the chat yesterday. The matchup's even, but if you're talking about two AIs, but you're talking about human, like a mental stack, I feel like Sagat is terrible in a long set, especially playing against a character like the Urian. On paper, can keep him out, it has all like the tools and shit, but then mental stack of dealing with, especially Rushdown style of just like really fuck you, right? Like if you get couple fuck you rounds, that could break the Sagat player, you know? And like being a Sagat player, your mental composure has to be like literally immaculate.
Yo, you know, like a lot of times people meme and stuff about characters and call them whack. Sagat is actually a weak character, man. Like
he is. He's like mid-low.
Yeah, it's not like he's just unplayable, but the big thing is like what you're talking about. It's the mental stack, but even outside of that, it's just simply put the Oki, bro. Like you heard Zap and his pop off say, you can try me because I get no Oki off my DP and all of that shit. But it's true. Like in the end of the day, I've seen Prophet. Like I know this was Rushdown, but I've even seen Prophet versus Zap. And it's going all good for Zaf, and then Prophet gets one hit, and you get that snowball effect. So Sagat can't get that damn snowball effect. But when that man started feeling himself, I guess if you talk trash to Zav, my man's powers up. That's what it seemed like.
I think I was like focusing too much yesterday on the negative aspect of the human aspect, right? Where if the mental stack of playing against a Urian player can be a lot, but also what I didn't calculate was the other sway of the things of where Rushdown did the mental. I mean, honestly, if I was Rushdown and I was up 8-5, I would be talking so much shit. Like I would do the same shit. But the mental stack of like trying to double down on that and then fucking beat your opponent down when he's down, and for Zap to use that against him was like fucking ridiculous. And like Zap can just beat him like 5 years. Like there's some games where it was like last hit, like Rushdown could have easily taken one of those games and like swayed it to 9. Like bro, it was. And like before they got to like the 6-6 or whatever, it was like 3-2, 3-3, like 4-3, 4-4. It was so ridiculously fucking close.
Bro, I feel like Rush stacks so much against himself because this is the thing. When you're going against a fan favorite lower tier character and you playing an annoying ass busted character like Urian that nobody fucking likes.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, people are rooting for him already.
Bro, but
and then he's losing and you start popping off on him? Nah, bro. He got the whole everybody's spirit bombs up for him at that point.
I feel like low tier meta is completely hating on Rushdown, but like really big brain meta is like you got to really acknowledge this man is so consistent with his shit talk, and he still shows up. Win or loss, he'll win MLBC, still talk the same shit. He'll lose to fucking Zaffarino, fuck you, still same shit. It's like you gotta respect it. You literally got to respect it. And like, if you're a real competitor, you kind of look past the shit talk. You're like, does this dude show up? Is he good? And like that is ultimately that's it. That's it.
All right, well, there's one more thing, like you, just to add on, we need people like Rushdown in the scene. I'm stamping that. Like
he's an important part of, like, honestly, your match versus him really highlighted who he was. And like, if he would just disappeared into the ether, it'd be one thing. But he fucking won NLBC. Like he straight up won. Like that's facts. Like you can hate on him all along. You can hate his delivery on his shit talk. You can hate his like demeanor. But like ultimately, we're all connected because of results of this fucking video game, and he has results. Yeah. Whether you like him or hate him, whether whatever, like he got it. He got it. So, oh my gosh. All right, enough about yesterday. So I had a gorilla pick for what's his name, Rushdown, because he wouldn't give me a fucking headshot, and it's kind of blown up on Twitter. But we got the two real motherfucking gorillas in here. So we got number one, MrMadGear himself from Texas. Kind of heard him low key a little bit in the whispers of Twitter world. You know, and your boy Danny Boy was hyping you up to be on Blink. Sorry, everyone saw that. That was kind of cringe. But I acknowledge that you are not him. You are your own separate person, and I respect that. And you also play Abigail, correct?
Yes, that would be the man. My man.
Nice. You're from Texas, right?
Yeah, Houston, Texas.
Nice. One of the Texas boys. Oh, I could have had you on the Texas episode. Yeah, I'm kind of lost in the Texas kind of ecosystem, but yeah, I'm slowly learning more about your guys' players, so that's really fucking cool. So, has Abigail always been your character, or did you play Heat?
I actually I played Street Fighter, started 3 years ago, and it was kind of funny because when I first picked up the game, I was kind of picking around. Like, who should I play? I first started with Ken because first Street Fighter.
Me too.
Yeah, everyone started with Ken. Didn't work out, and then I got all this fight money, and I was like, "Who's this Abigail character?
Who's this bucket ass looking fucking character?"
Well, I looked at his picture because like
Rob's taking he's just like
with like the character picture, so I picked him. So then I started playing him online on ranked. I'm like, oh my, I'm really good with this character. All I'm doing is nitro running and winning. It's so easy.
At least you're honest. At least you're looking honest.
But then, like, what I would imagine goes through Abigail players' heads.
Yeah, dude.
So then, like, after like I got to Diamond, I was like, okay, why am I getting beat up all the time? And then all the boys from Houston pulled me off to the side, like, hey man, you can't just nitro run for the win. You actually got to slow it down and learn how to play the game. And so I was like, all right, fair enough. So then we started training, and here I am now. So
nice, dude. Yeah, I think very few players. I call that the expansion pack for a fighting game. Anytime you expand yourself into the bigger part of the ocean and you acknowledge how weak you are, that's when you're allowed to play the next expansion to like improve yourself. You know what I mean? Really good self-awareness. All right, and then last but not least, I mean, a little bit of favoritism. A little bit of favoritism over here because I've known this kid since day one. Ever since I was first fucking pleb streaming and no one knew who I was. This man was already. I'm not gonna even call him a boy. This man was a boy back then. Was in my stream, but now he's a full-grown fucking man. Geef extraordinaire. I honestly talked to him about a lot of precision tech for Geef, and I honestly learned a lot from him. But he also plays Abigail as well. Mr. Brutus or La Brutus? What do you like better?
Oh, you can just go with Brutus. Brutus is fun.
Oh, okay. So getting rid of the, like little bow wow, just to bow wow, La Brutus, so just Brutus. Well, I respect that.
The Twitter, I can't have that.
I never thought about that. Brutus does kind of remind me of a little bow wow. We got similar personality.
The little bow wow of the FGC. You heard it here first. So let's talk a little bit about where are you from, Brutus?
I live just outside of Toronto, Canada. That's where I'm from.
Word. And I know you play with I'm fucking misremembering. It's a really good Bison player.
LES?
LES, yes. Who else is up in that area?
We have the best Urian in North America. Safe's up there.
I hope Rushdown's listening, but go on. Go on.
We have LES up in Montreal. We have Fluxwave, the best.
Fluxwave. Yeah, Fluxwave. Okay, Fluxwave is nice. I gotta admit, Fluxwave is nice. Yeah.
We have a bunch of up-and-coming players too. Like we have Orphan Crippler, who's a Cody player. He's very strong. We have some old too, like Shane Walker. He's a Dawson player. We've had tons of great talent come through our scene.
Nice, dude. I might have to do like a Canadian special for that. That sounds like honestly, my awareness of like Texas and Canada is like honestly pretty ignorant. It's like pretty much East Coast or West Coast. Fuck everybody else, right? And like I think that's doing a huge disservice to like a huge margin of distance for talent and like really good player. So like I know you everyone knows you play Geef, but like we're playing the Abigail mirror today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. The Abigail mirror.
All right. So how do both you guys feel about this matchup?
So on the surface, it looks very gorilla, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see a bunch of Abigails nitro running on each other, charging armor, all that good shit. But there is a lot of intricacy in the mirror match that I'm going to display today.
Oh, please. Please.
You're not a believer after last time? You need a quick refresher course, eh?
Oh, what happened last time? What
happened last time?
Wait, no, pause. Calm down. What was the score and what was like kind of the format? Was it tournament? What's going on?
We just played. We ran a 1-5 on his stream, and I smacked the dude up 5-1. My man got one game randoming me out.
It was 5-2. It was 5-2.
But was it 5-2? Brutus definitely told me 5-1.
It was
all right, never mind.
It was
y'all get caught in everything right now. All right.
My bad. It was 5-2. All right. He randomed me out 2 games. Sorry.
How long ago was that? How long ago?
How long ago? How valid is this?
Like a month and a half ago or something like that.
MadGear,
Right.
Have you studied the matchup, bro? Have you looked at the tapes? Do you
I
got
did look
something
at the
new for us
tapes.
today?
I looked up the tapes and I realized I jumped way too much. That was
Don't share too
Bro, why
much.
you
We'll see.
don't tell him.
Don't tell him. No. What if he's so big brain? He's telling him that he thinks he jumps too much. Now he's gonna jump a lot.
It's the counterplay. It's the counterplay.
Okay, so it's gonna be obviously the mirror match. So good luck to you both. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a slobber knocker. We're gonna see if Brutus can maintain his dominance over MadGear, and we're gonna see if MrMadGear himself can have the self-awareness he spoke of before to overcome this tyrant, so to speak. And just a real quick side note, I'm just gonna say it. I really think in the entire North America, I'm talking high level, I feel like the only one we had truly was Cool Kid, and there's no one else. So I really hope both you guys can show us some shit, because like I would really love for us to have a strong Abigail player in North America. Word? All right.
Word up.
Anyways, have a good match, boys. Zero Loyalty will tell you when to start, and then me and Robert just gonna theorize who's gonna win. All right. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun, Brutus.
Have fun, man.
I know it's too friendly of a goodbye. Whatever. Okay.
Yo, Danny, I got a deep reason behind who I think is gonna win this.
Well, if you're gonna say Brutus, you don't need a very deep reason because there's anecdotal evidence already. But proceed.
It's Brutus.
Oh my god! Wow, that was real fucking deep, dude. That was real fucking deep, dude. I don't know. Like, yeah, I think Brutus is definitely the favorite to win. I think overall experience and just kind of awareness, he's a little ahead.
Bro, look, this is the thing, bro. You putting it in a professional way. But at the end of the day, when we look at a bracket, if I know one of the names and I don't really know the other names,
Okay, all right.
that's my reason, bro.
All right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say, for Brutus isn't a fully fleshed out tournament player yet. He's very good, he's very talented, but I don't think he has enough tournament experience to overcome I can't lose to this guy. People know me, they don't know him.
You know what? Hey, Danny, you know that brings up a story, though. You know that.
What?
How we met.
Oh, that's a tough one. We don't want to talk about our romantic story, okay, Rob? All right. So go ahead. Let's get this fucking started. So I have strengths to be determined because we'll determine their strengths after this. Okay. So obviously Brutus is the favorite, but let's see if Brutus can handle the mental composure to because like a big part of play is like having the composure to not lose to a quote unquote random, and you know what I mean, like having that psychological thing of just like no real shit, like in pools and Street Fighter 5 you can easily lose a game, but having the composure to be like I'm fucking better than you is like fucking huge. So that's going to be the test for Brutus, and it's going to be a test for MrMadGear to see his hyper awareness on himself, to really see if he can extend to that next level, to have that extra gear to pull from in a long set, right?
I feel like the player that's less known should almost always put less. It's not usually this way, but they should almost always have less pressure on them.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
it is
no one has footage on you. No one respects you. No one knows your habits. Like
all you gotta sit the game, bro. Like, yo, I'm about to show these motherfuckers. Like,
bro, that was my 2017, bro. I was fucking mixing people for the entire calendar year, bro. All right, let's see this. Let's see this. So we got Mr. Small Boy Big Churn left, and Mr. MadGear on the right. So Brutus with the patented Halloween costume.
I think MadGear picked the best costume. Picked the better costume. Abigail's default is godlike.
These big bodied mirrors are very fucking, like, you know, we make fun of it, we say it's gorilla, you know, I think these characters can be gorilla against other characters, but honestly the Geef mirror and the Abigail mirror is actually a lot of footsies, because they both have the same weakness as far as like approach game, right, and limited normals. So we already seen that they've been doing a lot of crouch medium punch for position.
So Abigail has one of the better jump ins in the game with that shallow jump heavy kick. I wonder
Very
how
much so.
Stand Light Punch actually fares against it. Like, I see that it traded right there, but I'll be interested to see if it stays like that the entire set. Oh my god, the matchup knowledge. Stop.
He needs. Oh my god, that was a good bet. Honestly, that was a good bet. Good. I mean, not a good, but it's just a 50-50, right? He needed a big comeback, right? So it was two guesses regardless. Oh my god, the counter buffer to armor through, slick. Yeah.
With that command grab right there, he could have been thinking like, okay, this guy has a big life lead. He doesn't need to take any risk on defense. But of course, Brutus is an Abigail player, so he's going to take the risk off. It's looking kind of ugly so far.
Yeah, the confidence in positioning is very obvious. Like Brutus has a fucking huge advantage, and like you can always feel when a less experienced player is trying to fight for any bit of momentum, because like, you know, when you're online, you know, MrMadGear is Grandmaster, which is nothing to. Oh my god, hold on.
Oh, what were you saying?
MrMadGear is, you know, obviously, you know, lesser known and lower rank, but like, man, dude,
Yeah,
that was a big, after a command grab fail and going for it again. That's such a huge trait to have as a command grab player. You're only as good as your current guess, and for me as a Geef player, if I miss an SPD, I don't bitch about it. I just lost damage, but in the end, I understand where the narrative of the next mix is, right? Like, okay, you know, the narrative of the next mix is still going, whether I get damage or not.
Oh, he went for a big walk-up command grab.
Oh my god, come on, man.
Got here. So whenever you're ready to start betting
Oh,
shots.
hell yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Bro!
the big jump in. The big
He's
jump.
right game one, let's fucking go!
Yo.
Let's fucking go!
Get it? Get in that first game. Is
See,
very
now,
important.
now that bro, that mental stack we were just talking about of like, you know, because Brutus, for me, obviously I know he's talented. I know he's been in the scene. I know he knows how to play proper. But when you're in that hybrid zone of like, I'm an up-and-comer / like I'm established, you really can't, in your head, you can't afford to lose to someone that you see as a lesser player than you, right? But then that works against you.
Bro. And he finished it. He finished it with a jump in, Danny.
Yeah, no, I told you, the counterbait's too real. The counterbait.
He finished it with a jump, bro.
Motherfucker is big brain.
Look at him, he's jumping again. That was the mix. Yep.
Yeah,
Damn.
Oh, but the psychology of MrMadGear is like, I got a game on someone who's favored over me, but if Brutus gets a game back, is he gonna be like, fuck, the first game was just luck, I knew it, you know? I think that's really important as far as like just overall player experience. I think honestly, up until the last maybe year or two, I fell into this death trap too, of where like you're playing really well and it comes down to the last round, almost like last guess, you lost, and then game two you start cooking, you start throwing hell ingredients in because you felt like you weren't good enough, but in reality, like what you did was good. It just came down to a couple guesses, right? And that's
just change your strategy sometimes.
Exactly, and that's too many chefs in the kitchen, right? So that's my main fear about MrMadGear, is that if he loses a game to Brutus, he's gonna be like, "Oh my fucking god, I got downloaded. I need to switch it up."
Because this is oh my god.
That's not real Oki. That's not real Oki. So the guess there was command grab dash is negative. Abigail doesn't get real Oki, but then he was banking on Brutus guessing high-low on overhead or nah. So, and he knew that, went for the dash in to catch him slipping. What's up, Brian? Yeah, I mean, I'm not liking all.
Punish that that Abigail punch.
Yeah, I don't, his fastest move. Oh, you know, his cross short is 4 frames, right? But I don't think he gets too much off of his cross short.
Yeah, especially from that range. Oh, look at this, Abigail Nooch. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think he did that EX run on reaction?
Yes.
Like, right? That was actually a whip punch. That was sick. That was actually godlike.
I like that. Probably grab into option select, anti-grab. That's meaty, right?
Oh my goodness.
Bro,
Yo,
bro. He's definitely holding up forward soon.
Yo!
Oh! Good bet, good bet, good bet, good bet. One, after 2 medium punches, the next one, the 3-frame armor on that would have hit. And 2, if he went to walk up to do a command grab, he's not blocking, so it still would have hit. So maybe to the audience, it looks like random EX, but not random EX. Purposely blocked 2, understood that he needed to walk up to do another committal button or command grab, and then he hit him with the fucking 3-frame armor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brian made a good point. That was not a comfortable win for Brutus. And like, yeah, once again, this isn't really necessarily a game of Gorilla Abigail Muir. This is a game of more so almost established up and coming player Brutus against lesser known player playing the same character as them, right? So it's a mental stack of like, I'm the superior player, I feel like I should win. Can I handle a loss if MrMadGear, you know, whatever, beats me one game? And for MrMadGear, it's just like, fuck, he has to battle the can I not be an underdog?
Yo, and you know, with us not having, because most of us make our names in offline events, with us not having offline tournaments and only having the one CPT online, these exhibitions is your best bet to actually make a name for quarantine.
Yeah, 100%. And oh my god,
that was godlike.
Dizzy.
That's it. He's gonna super.
Does he need meter? I don't think he even needs meter, bro. 1 meter, the awareness. All right, MrMadGear, I see you. I see you. So honestly, like I know Brutus has pretty good neutral. I know he has good fundamentals. Like he's a pretty solid player at this point in his development. So the fact that MrMadGear is stealing some games and like the mirror, like obviously it's just another matchup, but then you know every tool, you know every setup. So like neutral is really heavy, and for Brutus to like lose a game, you know, like
yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Huge jump in after he told Brutus he's gonna jump in, bro.
That's true. And the last time he jumped in that spot, it was also over a normal. I feel like he has a good read on Brutus and neutral right now.
So player psychology right now, if I'm Brutus, I'm thinking I won really bad last time. That wasn't too long ago, and I dominated neutral. This guy just admitted it.
God.
Next guest wins, right?
He's not dead.
Bro,
he's dead. That man is dead. Yo,
MrMadGear is nice. He's nice.
It could have easily been 3-0 right now. That one game Brutus won with the EX up punches.
Yeah. Good point. Very, very fucking good point. That could have that one EX. If he would have just exchanged one medium punch with a command grab, this is 3-0, bro.
He's in the driver's seat. In boxing, they would say that MrMadGear is the ring general right now. He's in control of the pace right now.
Yeah, just pacing is just so important in this game. As far as like, because obviously the first hit is very important, but how you pace the match dictates your risk reward and like your chances of getting that first hit, right? Because I think this game, the first year or two, was very highlighted on like, oh my god, you get hit once, you die. But then as we slowly adapted to want to become better at the game, we realized, okay, how do I minimize getting hit? And pacing in this game is so fucking critical. Whether that's getting a whiff punish, whether that's standing confident in neutral, whether that's 100% anti-air, all these things affect the pacing of the fucking game, and how you control the pacing increases your chances of getting a hit, which is obviously, you know, the 50-50s that everyone used to talk so much shit about.
Yeah, it's about how safely you can get that hit. How much
nice
you can
jump from Brutus.
Wow. You know something interesting in that round? I feel like Brutus hasn't been going for a lot of command grabs in this set at all. And the one time he went for one in that set, that round, MadGear actually backdashed it. So I wonder if he's going to be even more gun shy about his command grabs. Something to look for.
Oh my god, the bait on the run fist with the parry. Interesting.
Oh, too far.
Okay.
Yo,
Low
he
forward.
whipped
Oh, they're
that
fishing.
with-
They're fishing for that low forward conform right now. Yeah, both of them right now. Nice, dude. I'm liking this gameplay. I mean, we joked about it, but then this is some nice gameplay.
It is. Like, this is not ungood whatsoever. It doesn't even look that way.
This is the same way with Geef too. Geef is an idiot, but then in the mirror, both players immediately become footsie lords.
No.
No, real shit. I'm not kidding, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Try to rep my Geef. You know what I'm saying? I got thrown in there. You know what I mean? You thought this was big, man. Y'all should see the Geef mirror, man. We don't even got no run cancel. We just got hard punch or no hard punch. You know, it's just y'all wouldn't understand.
Yo, Brutus isn't full. I might have just commentated first on it. Nope, never mind. You know what I think Brutus did right there, though, Danny?
Huh.
I feel like he slowed it down, and I know it sounds like cliche analysis, but I feel like if you're going against someone who you're stronger than, for the most part, if you make it a super slow-paced game, you should win if you're genuinely stronger. You just make less mistakes, be super patient, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna crack before you do.
That's the thing Dogura said, right? Really famous tweet he said. Well, not really famous, but I kind of unhealthily internalized it. He goes, in fighting games, like 8 to 9 times out of 10, the more patient player wins. And just, you know what I mean? And like I think playing aggressive has its place, but I think overall, if you're more patient, that means you're more hyper aware of like your spacing, and that's overall going to give you a better like win reward.
Especially if you know what you're looking for with the patience.
Yes. Yeah, and then when you're patient, that exemplifies the idea that you know what to look for, right? Because you're expecting your opponent to, you know, make a mistake.
Except those guys you run into in pools that just walk back and forth all day for no damn reason.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, right. Just fucking fidget back and forth, and those guys they be catching me slipping sometimes. Just like, bro, is this guy real? Right? You know, as a tournament player, you in pools, and you have that ability to see if like within the first 10 seconds if someone's real or not, right? Oh my god, big bet from Brutus.
Yep.
Oh, this is one jab away. This should be GG, unless Brutus really throws this away. Okay. Yeah, MrMadGear is gonna need 2 clean hits here. 1 clean hit and like a grab or no grab situation.
Oh my god!
Does he get Oki? No, he doesn't. Corner position though.
If only he had V skill too.
Oh, that's the slowest startup thing, and stand out is too good.
Is there nothing that Abigail can do to get Oki from his low forward confirmed? And I guess he has to have V skill too, so he gets tired.
Yeah, he also needs the fucking corner.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it look like all he can get off of that is a jab. I feel like they haven't really let like any flip go in this set. They just do jab against it every time.
Oh! If he would have followed up on that, I would have fucking creamed. That was slick.
Oh, like Reed though.
Yeah, like can't quite finish the composure, but then MrMadGear showing huge signs of improvement. Honestly, the way he described his play, like in the past compared to now, he has really improved. Pretty fucking dope. Nice.
Like I feel like
that's the setup so plus.
That's that right. Yeah. That's definitely that.
Alright, 3-2.
It looks like Brutus settled in. You think someone said they think he can do low forward confirming the regular hands, not fully pressed, may get Oki. I've heard about that. Like if he only presses it a few times, maybe. I don't know if that changed.
Like ended early.
Saying something about that. Yeah. If so, if that's the case, he should have done that instead of that EX. Good play by Brutus.
Yeah, I think this game is pretty much going to determine the winner in my eyes. I don't think MrMadGear is experienced enough to come back 3-0 on a person that, you know, is historically a little more experienced than him. This is like kind of do or die.
You know, I'm rooting for MrMadGear to get at least one more game because honestly, right now, I think MrMadGear can win the set. I would like him to at least get one more game because the last one was
he won 2-1. That means the ability to win 2 games is very real, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Brutus in losers right now. You're like Punk.
I agree. Oh my god, dude! Every CPT is just so I was saying it in Twitter. It's like a mix of like actual CPT. Like it's 50% that and 50% those fucking survival shows you watch on Discovery Channel of like Marines going through Navy SEAL training. Like Worst Week, Hell Week, right? Just like watch these Navy SEALs go through shit, and like East Coast watch the West Coast go through it, and West Coast definitely. Well, let's go.
Yo!
One more guess. One more guess.
Ooh, oh my god!
Dude, tie it up right now.
No,
I need MrMadGear to get at least 3 fucking games to improve from his previous. Minimum. Let's go, MadGear. You got to be confident.
The first time I've seen someone this set do the low forward in the EX grad, EX run grad. Man, went for the overhead and neutral like a Blanca man.
So, for those of you in chat, nice grab. So generally in neutral, there's 3 concepts, right? You're either approaching, you're contesting with the button, or you're walking back to whiff punish their contest, right? Though that's generally the Street Fighter V neutral. And what I noticed is that MrMadGear is okay at contesting, but Brutus is superior in the approach and the whiff punishing. So yeah, so that's why you always see Brutus pushing MrMadGear into the corner, because the approach game and the contest game is superior. And MrMadGear really only has a decent contest game, which is why it's really hard for him to push Brutus into the opposing side without V-trigger.
That was sick. I wonder if he should have jumped forward right there instead of jumping back. Maybe he would have got over. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, what is the answer for that as Abigail? That shit hits way too many times.
I feel like he has to make the read and jump over it.
Oh my god, the delayed medium punch to be the parry. Let's fucking.
Oh my god!
2 crazy good reads. Oh, another one. Grab him again. Oh, that command grab would have hit. Command grab. Oh, missed to confirm. Antsy, you still have great corner position. Do not get discouraged. You have great position. Hold it. Why waste meter on that? Why? The Antsy. That was just inexperience. See, now Brutus, you got to be happy if you're Brutus right now. You fought out of the corner. You're winning on the V trigger right now.
You know something interesting right there? I think that's gonna be it, man. Yeah, but see, right there, we saw MadGear have the life lead in corner position, and he went for EX Abigail, EX rim punch for no reason. And then right there at the end, while Brutus has V trigger, he goes for the jump in.
Yeah,
it's those little key decisions like that. You know?
Right there is the stark comparison in experience, right? I mean, you know, you can boil this matchup down to like, dude, he just fucking, if he would have command grab, he would have won. True, but then it's like the reaction after that dictates the match, right? He had about 75% screen space over Brutus, and then he decides to randomly EX run, and then after that, trying to go for a jump. Go ahead.
If Brutus was in his same situation right there, if the roles were reversed, Brutus would have closed that round out. He would have been very slow, and you know, he would have just waited on him.
Yeah, and I think I mean that
a lot of it. Oh, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were saying about patience, right? Like Brutus didn't even have to do any patient. He just stood there for literally a second. MrMadGear hung himself.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the hits that like MadGear's doing good, but I feel like a lot of the hits that he gets are off of bigger reads and neutral.
Yeah, exactly.
The stuff that Brutus is doing is more replicable.
Exactly, and like
he can count on that happening more.
Mm-hmm. And like, there's only so many good decisions you can make before cortisol levels add up, mental stack adds up. So like, you only really want to resort to your hard reads when you have to, right? If you're always going for hard reads, you're gonna fucking wear yourself out. Whoa! No! What is going on? Did he try to parry that? Oh.
Is that possible?
I think it's possible. I think the timing is just tight.
Yeah.
It's a guess though, right? Because he could hold it full, or he could just release it a little early. Damn, that would have been. That was like. I think that was set the fun.
V-Skill 2 in this set might have been good. Man. I don't know. I haven't seen Perry doing mad work, and V-Skill 2 gives him Oki, or at least a guessing situation, off of every low forward and EX Abigail punch. I'm sure they have their reasons.
Yeah, people are saying that having the parry is too critical in this matchup. Oh my god, yeah, Brutus got
it. It's critical? Oh, okay.
Overhead. Dash up parry, too cocky.
Yeah,
jab wins.
He's trying to finish him with style. It's over.
5-2 again. Still
5-2 again.
Still climbing. All right, let's bring him in here. Whoops, my bad, Gabe. All right, let's unmute them. All right, GG, boy. GG's.
I just want to start off by saying he's gotten a lot better. Like,
Yeah, no, we saw that too.
in the neutral game, I actually, like, before he would be, like, very passive and give me a ton of space. I had to fight for my ground in that set, so that was a really good adjustment he made between sets. I'd just like to give him that compliment.
Yeah, I think the main observation me and Rob noticed was, like, within the first couple of games, you notice that, like, you know, even though you are obviously more experienced and you were constantly pushing him in the corner, which shows, like, your approach and your contest game was superior, but, like, there was times when, like, there was, like, a stalemate, like a really awkward stalemate, because, you know, he was kind of saying, like, I just EX run a lot, even though he kind of did a little bit this game, but then for the most part, he was contesting, like, kind of well, like, he made you, like, kind of fight for it, so that was pretty cool to see. So, MrMadGear, how did you feel about the match overall?
I mean, yeah, I got bopped, but I learned something from it. I mean, it's one of those things. I kind of probably gave Brutus a bit too much ground in that situation. I know I kind of threw some buttons out there I probably shouldn't have. Like, I kept messing up and going into, like, the crouching medium into the light Abby punch, and he was punishing that every single time.
Yeah.
But just some small things I gotta make adjustments on. But regardless, good stuff, Brutus.
Thanks, man. Good stuff to yourself.
Yo, MrMadGear.
Huh.
So whenever you go back and look at this, I just really don't want you to overanalyze it and make tons of changes. Honestly, the biggest difference in that set is that it's the experience. And right. I feel like if you look at this set the right way, like was it the last game, Danny, or the game before last, one or the other, you had him in a corner. It was the second to last game. You have him in the corner and you have a big life lead. You went for a throw, he teched it or whatever, but you went for an EX Abigail punch, even though you had a big life lead.
Not even like a second in neutral. You felt like, I would assume you felt like you were one guess from winning, and then that didn't work out, so now you got to make a big play.
Right.
Yeah, you went, and then you right after that, even after the Abigail punch, you still had a life lead, and you went for a jump in, and that's when he did Crouch Fierce and the V trigger. You know, so
yeah.
So look at those little decisions right there, man. If you just wait a bit more.
Oh, you just
right, the piece for Rob.
All right, goodbye, Rob.
Okay, bye, Rob.
All right, good.
But yeah, if you wait a bit more, like looking at prophylaxis, they call it in chess. You know, like right there, instead of being aggressive, what Brutus did was he specifically, not only did he wait, but he waited specifically for your jump and punish. But you played amazing though, man. I feel like that's the biggest change you got to make.
I appreciate it, man.
I think, I was pretty surprised just because based on how you like kind of described your play initially. Because either A, you were underselling yourself, or B, I don't think you realized how much you like kind of improved. But I think yeah, with so next time for me, because I had the same issue as you, like as far as like, you know, you feel like you should have won for a second over a player you really want to beat, and since you didn't beat them, you feel like you got to make a big play. Just understand that whatever Brutus makes you feel when you're in like a shitty position, you have the equal ability, like literally the equal ability character-wise, to inflict the same type of pressure. So the situation that Rob was talking about, you missed a guess that could have been a kill. Brutus kind of hit you back a little bit. You moved back maybe about like 2 low forward spaces away, maybe 1.5, and then immediately you didn't even attempt to just bully him, and you just straight up went for EX run and then proceeded with the jump. And don't get too caught up in the detail. I'm only naming these details just to kind of refresh your memory on the situation. Right. But overall, as far as like future development goes, dude, just in that position, just understand. I mean, yeah, you never played Geef. I think that's why Brutus is so good at walking people into the corner, because he used to play Geef. But then as Abigail, you have that same power, probably even better, because you have a confirmable low forward. You need to. There's 2 win conditions. Either one, you get up close to him, you fuck him up, right? But then the longer win condition is walking them to the corner I mean, you probably do this all the time in rank. You walk up to the corner and you force mistakes. So there's a passive win condition that you're running the whole time. Like I'm walking into the corner. If they get into the corner, they die, or they make a mistake before that, I get my other win condition. So don't always try to force that second win condition when the first one is always in the works. So your mixes were good. You make good guesses, and that's at this level you got to have that. But then I'm just really focused on that first win condition of walking into the corner and forcing mistakes. And then if we could focus all into that, like, if a command grab happens, it fucking happens. You already know what to do. What's the point in throwing your chips in that basket? But why don't you just focus on walking into the fucking corner? And then if you can focus on that win condition, the second win condition appears a lot more frequently, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, right. I mean, in Brutus, obviously, you're doing really well. I think watching you improve over the years has been really fucking cool. I think, overall, I think you just need more like experience in general. And that's just fucking reps of like putting yourself in these conditions of, playing at a higher level and just like more things at stake, because you never really see your true weaknesses just playing ranked. It's when like you're playing against fucking Rob in a situation where you really want to fucking beat him and he's going super try hard mode to dismantle you. Like that's when the true glaring flaws in your play.
Bro, did you see Brutus versus Team Japan? Was it Team Japan?
I don't think I saw.
No, not Team Japan. It might have been. I forgot what it was. You know what I'm talking about, Brutus. He like 5-0 motherfuckers or something. It was like a couple years ago.
Oh, that was like 2017. I beat a couple people in Japan on stream. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was hype. I think Brutus is Geef is god. Like.
Yeah, he has fucking insane reads.
Why do you guys use the V skill? I don't know the matchup. Why do you guys use V skill 1 instead of 2?
So the reason I prefer V skill 1 in the matchup is because it stops Abigail from doing a lot of his. It stops a lot of his shenanigans.
Yeah. Like a lot of the flips or whatever. Like you'll see like a lot of Abigails. They'll do like crouching medium into like medium flip, and if you saw like me and Brutus are just kind of jabbing each other out of that.
Yeah.
But like if you can go for the hard read, you can also get like the parry, and a lot of his other shenanigans, his jump ins, just parry's just a better matchup for that. Yeah, and also if they try to call V skill 2 out in neutral, you can just sweep and punt and get a crush counter off it. So
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't imagine in neutral, but I'm just talking about off a low 4 EX Abigail punch. The reason I thought about it is because there was a spot where you needed a comeback MadGear and you landed a good low forward in the EX, but you didn't get any Oki, and I was like, damn, if you had V skill 2. But I figured there was, because you both had V skill 1, I figured it.
That's a bit. One situation that we actually didn't see appear in the set is that Abigail is actually really bad at entering Abigail from really close. So if you have Abigail in the corner, if you have Abigail in the corner as Abigail and you just do jump and do like immediate roundhouse, you have to parry anti-air. All this normal anti-airs get stuffed. So V skill 1 provides a ton of utility in that situation.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's more consistency in
You
situation.
need that. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, good luck to both you guys in your future endeavors.
Hold on. I'm not gonna be up here on this stage and not call out the top dog. All right. I want a match with Zaffarino. 1 heat check.
What?
There's no way. There's no way I'm coming up on this
I want to see that.
And not calling up the big dog. That would make me the fool.
Bro, you saw what happened to your boy Rushdown, right? Did you realize?
I ain't my boy.
All right. Oh my God. Okay, well, who would you play in that? You know, Sagat destroys Zangief, right?
Abigail Sagat.
Oh,
that matchup is actually not super horrible either.
I think it's even.
Someone tag Zap. Oh my God, everyone wants a piece of Zap Burrito.
On that one.
I'll side bet on that too. Oh no. Okay. So, wow, I didn't. Okay, cool. You want to? I really Zaffarino, he's hot right now, bro.
Exactly. I want the big dog.
Okay, mister. Okay, you got it. I'll try to set something up. But anyways, hey, thank you so much, MrMadGear. I'm glad I got to know more about you and your community. And I'm honestly pretty ignorant towards Canada and Texas in general, so I've been trying to incorporate that more. And honestly, like, I feel like when it comes to regions, it's like East Coast knows each other super well, West Coast knows each other super well, but then we never like interact. So doing heat checks between like different regions has been really cool, just because we're creating a situation that would otherwise not happen during COVID, right? So, all right. Once again, thanks for participating, boys. Congrats, Brutus. Congrats, MadGear, on your improvement.
Appreciate it.
We'll see
Hey,
you guys.
and I just want to say this in the future, Rob. I want you. Give me about a month, and I want you on a heat check.
Oh,
Man, you better.
you better.
Hold on.
I want you, Rob.
At least you gotta be at least 50 motherfuckers before you call me out.
That's no.
You gotta know your league. You gotta know your league.
You better go to your
Nobody
local
wanna do
league.
that.
You need to go to your local
You know-
vanguards and beat a local vanguard. I'll do another. How about this, Mr. MadGear? I'll put you on another prelim for another Texas episode, and if you win that, you'll earn your right to a heat check, and maybe I'll set you over to Rob. We'll see. But you got to earn
You
it.
gotta beat a couple motherfuckers first.
Okay, so thanks again, you two. Fucking, we learned a lot about the Abigail mirror, and then
Good job.
good shit. All right, peace out, boys.